What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night prime time here on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night prime time matchup. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They send Nacua in motion left. Jackson's going to go on fourth. It's caught. Chase has it. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Out of the gun, Henry. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On it was Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that's separation to create the big play down the field.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. 1 quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. Smith has it. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And a run with Barkley. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Bigsby does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
I think I can see that sideline considering the challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning him from the slot right. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
He was brought down by Levante David. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Jackson to throw. He's keeping it. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. But I think Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Complete Derrick Henry. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He tucks it and takes off. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Now here's Lamar. Drop this one down for Henry. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Throw caught at the 6. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Lamar. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Lamar throwing again. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. To the air, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
For Eagles, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw it. Throw is caught. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Stopped on the run back of the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
32-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll motion Jefferson left. Play action, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They've got first down from the 31. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
First down, a run with Barkley. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. On here with Will Shipley. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Philadelphia.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Following the sack, and they need to find 11 yards here on third and goal. Third and long for him here. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Elliott connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Hill now to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. They've got first down from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gives to Henry on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll throw it. Offense holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
38-yard line.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Desperation time here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out that they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Back to throw. He's got Smith again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Setting up to pass. Brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he's short the first after a mild gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Toss play to Barkley. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here he is to throw. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They call a timeout here. They've got the timeout, so with 5 seconds left, a kick could win this game. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Baltimore running its offense out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Christian Gonzalez has it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.